Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Jane and Alex podcast. We are so happy to have you here with us today for another English learning session.
That's right. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jane. Today we have a slightly different topic. Usually we talk about travel, food, or business English, but today we are going to talk about something that affects all of us, mental health.
It's a very important topic, Jane. In the past, people didn't really talk about their feelings or their mental state, but recently it has become much more common to discuss mental health openly. Whether you feel stressed, anxious, or just tired, knowing how to express these feelings in English is crucial.
Exactly. It helps you connect with friends, explain situations to your boss, or even just understand yourself better. So in this episode, we are going to listen to a conversation between two friends talking about stress and burnout.
Then we will break down the useful vocabulary and idioms they used. Are you ready, Jane?
I'm ready. Let's jump into the conversation. Hey, Alex. Thanks for meeting me for coffee. I haven't seen you in ages. How have things been?
Hey, Jane. Yeah, it's been a while. Honestly, things have been a bit rough lately.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on? You look a little tired.
Tired is an understatement. I think I'm just totally burned out. Work has been crazy for the last 2 months. We have a deadline coming up, and my boss keeps piling more work on my desk.
That sounds overwhelming. Burnout is serious. Are you getting enough sleep?
Not really. My mind is constantly racing. Even when I lay down in bed, I can't seem to switch off. I start worrying about emails I forgot to send or meetings I have the next day. It's like a cycle I can't break.
I've been there. It sounds like you have a lot on your plate right now. Have you tried talking to your manager about the workload?
I've thought about it, but I'm worried it will look like I can't handle the job. I don't want to seem weak.
Alex, asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. It means you know your limits. If you keep going at this pace, you're going to crash. You need to prioritize your mental well-being.
I know, you're right. I just feel anxious all the time. It feels like a tight knot in my chest.
Have you tried any coping mechanisms? Maybe meditation or just going for a walk without your phone?
I used to go to the gym, but I stopped going because I felt too busy.
That's usually the first mistake we make. We stop doing the things that make us feel good because we think we don't have time. You need to carve out time for yourself. Maybe you should try to unplug for the weekend. No emails, no social media. Just rest.
Unplugging sounds amazing, actually. Just the idea of turning my phone off makes me feel a little lighter.
You should do it, and maybe, just maybe, schedule a meeting with your boss on Monday. You can frame it as wanting to ensure the quality of your work stays high.
That's a good way to put it. Thanks for listening, Jane. It helps just to vent to someone.
Anytime, Alex. That's what friends are for. We have to check in on each other. Okay, that was a slightly heavy but very realistic conversation. I think many of our listeners can relate to that feeling.
Definitely. I think we have all felt that way at work or school at some point. Now, let's look at some of the key phrases and vocabulary we used in that dialogue.
The first one I want to highlight is a very common phrase, burned out. Alex said, I think I'm just totally burned out.
To be burned out means to be completely exhausted, usually because of working too hard for too long. It's not just being tired. It's physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. You have no energy left.
Right. Imagine a candle. When the wax is all gone and the fire goes out, it is burned out. People feel the same way. You might hear someone say, I need a vacation. I'm suffering from burnout.
Our next phrase is an idiom, a lot on my plate. Jane said, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate right now.
This has nothing to do with food. If you have a lot on your plate, it means you have many responsibilities or problems to deal with at the same time. You are very busy.
Exactly. For example, I can't come to the party this weekend. I have a lot on my plate with school and my part-time job.
Good example. Next, let's look at the phrase, my mind is racing.
This is a great descriptive phrase. When your mind is racing, it means you are thinking very fast, usually about worries or problems. You cannot calm your thoughts down. This often happens when you are trying to sleep.
It feels like your thoughts are race cars zooming around your head.
That's a good image. Okay, what about coping mechanism?
A coping mechanism is a strategy or behavior that helps you deal with stress or difficult emotions. It's how you cope or survive a hard situation.
Some coping mechanisms are healthy, like exercise, reading, or talking to a friend. Some are unhealthy, like eating too much junk food or sleeping all day.
In the dialogue I also suggested by Alex, unplug.
To unplug literally means to take a plug out of the wall, like for a toaster or a computer. But in the context of mental health, it means to disconnect from digital devices.
Yes, it means stepping away from your smartphone, laptop, and social media to relax. We also call this a digital detox.
And finally, Jane used the phrasal verb check in on. She said, we have to check in on each other.
To check in on someone means to contact them to see how they are doing and if they are okay. It shows you care. You might text a friend, hey, just checking in on you. How was your week?
It's a very small action, but it can mean a lot to someone who is struggling.
Absolutely. So those were our key phrases. Burned out, a lot on my plate, my mind is racing, coping mechanism, unplug, and check in on.
We hope these phrases help you express yourself better. Remember, learning a language is also about learning how to share your feelings and connect with people on a deeper level.
And on a personal note, if you are feeling overwhelmed or burned out, please take a break. Your mental health is more important than your productivity.
Well said, Jane. Don't forget to practice these phrases. Maybe write a sentence in the comments below using the idiom, a lot on my plate. Tell us what is keeping you busy.
Yes, we love reading your comments. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next lesson.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
See you next time. Bye.